Alright, I'm bored of waiting. Let's get back into this. Let's get into it. Oh, I should have grabbed something to drink, but oh well. Let's do this. Nobody should be able to hear my fan in the background this time. I have learned how to use like the audio filters and stuff like that, so I'm hoping you guys can't hear it. No, you're good, Rodney. I just see that there's 6 people watching, nobody's saying hi or anything. I'm like, come on, liven the place up. What are you, asleep like a normal human being? Anyway, what is up, guys? Dave coming back to you with another late night stream because people seem to enjoy these streams more than if I stream during the day. And I am not going to attempt to pronounce your name, your YouTube channel username, because I'm too stupid for that. And it's 12:41 at night, so I'm also too stupid for that. But people seem to be requesting the late night streams for some reason. Nobody wants me to stream during prime time, probably because they want to actually watch the streamers they like. So I get to stream when people are asleep and people watch it after. So I'm not. The game that I'm going to be hacking is actually a dead game. I'm going to be looking at Racing Rivals because I know the game well and we have the DLL files for the game. The point of this stream is actually 2 new tools that somebody linked me to on. Oh god, I would never touch CSR2. That game takes hours upon hours to make a modded APK for. With some new techniques that I am currently working on learning, I could turn that into borderline no time at all. But that's for another stream, another time. I'm going to be looking at Racing Rivals because I know the game so well. And I'm actually using new tools. I'm not going to be using IL2CPP dumper like most people use by Prefer. Because frankly, these new tools sound better than IL2CPP dumper, and these might be the saving grace that we've been looking for. So let me go over the 2 tools. So there's IL2CPP Inspector. By the way, who linked me these on my whatchamacallit? I want to say, okay, one sad boy linked me to CPP to IL, as usual. And Hero Flux linked me to IL2CPP Inspector. Don't say hi. No, you're good. I'd like to learn that kind of stuff, and I'd even like to learn to make my own tools for it. But CSR2 is just, it's a crazy game. I made APK hacks for it during its, or CSR2 I made hacks for during its private beta and like location locked beta when it was only over in certain countries or something. But and then even on its initial release, I made some mods for it, but I didn't, really get into it and stay with it like I should have. So unfortunately, I don't want to go back and have to relearn everything. And why is my donation link not in the chat? What the hell, Streamlabs? You fail me again. Not that I deserve money from you people, but like, hold on, Streamlabs. Where the hell is my donation link? Stupid Streamlabs. Give me 1 second, guys. I feel like just in case anybody wants to click it, which I never expect it, but if somebody wants to click it or do anything, I should have it there. I don't know how to get the URL for it, though. Where is the URL for it? How do I get... Oh, no. How do I do this? Okay, I have that. I need... Uh-oh. How do I... Happy, what up? Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to figure out. You know what? It's on my last stream's description. Let's see if I can grab it from that stream. Give me 1 second. I really don't ever expect people to do this, but I might as well put it in the description just in case. There we go. So it should be updated now. There we go. Yeah. So basically, the point of today's stream is testing out these new tools to see what they do, if they work, etc., etc. Just, to have some fun with it. So the first tool is CPP2IL, which from the sound of it is a work in progress tool to reverse Unity's IL2CPP build process backwards. to get to basically take Unity's IL2CPP process and work it backwards and get the DLLs back, which is something we've wanted forever. And that would help in so many ways with so many things. And I do have the downloads and everything already done for it. The other tool that we're going to be looking at is called IL2CPP Inspector. Now, depending on how much time I spend on each, I'll probably only keep this. Sean, don't start shit. I don't trust you if you're gonna start shit in my chat. Anyway, IL2CPP Inspector is insane. I'm gonna try to keep this stream to about an hour, hour and a half, just in case. And because I gotta sleep eventually. But IL2CPP Inspector is insane. It's absolutely insane. I didn't realize FKIN was in my censored word thing. Huh. But anyway, so IL2CPP Inspector helps you reverse engineer IL2CPP applications, providing the most complete analysis currently available. So it outputs it basically the same way as IL2CPP dumper does. Hey, I'm making sure, sarcasm can only be guessed so much on the internet. I'm just making sure. Oh, Jesus Christ. I put him back to moderator. I didn't remove it. I put it back. Creates the Python scripts just like IL2CPP dumper does. Creates a C++ scaffolding for the application. Creates a Visual Studio solution. That's going to be interesting and fun to play with. Creates the binaries for arbitrary C# code without the Unity project. This is insane. 3 major APIs used for custom static analysis. Oh my god. For me, it's 12:48 a.m. Jesus Christ, you people are all over the globe. I think the people that actually like me on the internet literally live on the other side of the planet. Nobody in America likes me. Sean's the only crazy one. Stupid fly, go away. Defeat certain types of basic obfuscation. Works on Windows and everything, all the way from Unity 5.3 and up. So, this thing is crazy. You know what? Yeah, I can do that. I don't have to have the frame around it. That's a good point for this. I don't think I can go much bigger. Just because then I'm covering chat and stuff like that. But I don't care if this is ugly, That's about as big as I can make it without covering the chat. Unfortunately. I mean, I guess I could just go full screen, but then chat doesn't record, which, again, I guess I could use another screen, but chat doesn't record if I'm on this screen, for example. So, I guess I could Hold on, let me see. I have an idea. Chat box and display capture. Copy. Paste reference. And what I'm going to do is this chat thing is going to go here. I can move these up. And chat will just go here. But then we'll make this like... No! We'll make this pretty much full screen. And we'll just put it underneath pretty much everything. So stuff still shows. There we go. I think the only problem now is chat shows up as white text. This might be... Hey, we're editing on the fly. This is never a bad thing. We're gonna make text black. Done. Alright, so... I know somebody else will post in the chat before I do, but testing chat. I'm gonna make sure it comes through at all. I don't know that it will, but I'll just leave it there and see if it starts working. We'll just see what happens. It doesn't matter. So anyway, yeah, this thing does a lot. And I'll ask you guys, which tool should I start with first? Should I start with CPP to IL, or should I mess with this IL2CPP Inspector? Because both of them sound equally as insane. One of them sounds easier to cover first, which I think would be the CPP to IL would be easier to mess with first. But if you guys want me to jump straight into the crazy guy, that'll be the only time I ever jump into a man. Yeah, chat is not working, so I broke it. It's about what I expected. Is it working? I wonder if it's my HTML. Is this set to white? It is set to white. So, idiot me. Oh, let me fix this. This might work. There we go. I think that worked. Yeah, I see a chat in the on the screen. There we go. I fixed some shit. Anyway, nothing like working on stuff on the fly. So actually, let me do it this way. What I'm going to do is this one is command prompt based, which could also lead into another stream of making a user interface in Visual Studio for this tool somewhere else. I hate iOS crap. I hate iOS. I can't stand iOS. But I could make a user interface to go along with this in another stream. So let's go cd modding / sinful tool pack 2020 tools IL2CPP software CPP to IL. So CPP to IL.exe. Oh, this is simple. Cool. So let's go grab a copy of Racing Rivals, which I have many copies of Racing Rivals. Oh, I can. I refuse to buy Apple products. You have no idea my history in modding iOS apps. Oh my god, I have done so much. I completely modded a game, decrypted files, modded the XML of the game, re-encrypted the files, and actually added an entire custom story mode simply by editing XML files on a game called PBA Challenge 2, which is a bowling game. I added a complete custom story mode and everything. Custom AI opponents, whole 9 yards. It was a ton of fun. But we're going to grab Racing Rivals 7.3.1, paste it over here. No, I do not, because I don't have a way to test it, and that would be boring. 731. So it looks like what we do is cpp2il.exe. Oh, this looks like it's only for Windows games. Windows-based games. Game path. Let's display the help screen. This might only be for Windows apps. Okay, it's still showing it. Huh. I cannot teach you how to do that because I don't know how to do it. Unfortunately, I really don't. It's not something I ever bothered learning. It's something I'm going to be learning soon, but not right now. It's not something I have in the cards to learn right now. Anyway, let's do exe name rr731.apk, see what happens. Just gave me an error. Okay, so game path is missing. So there's no documentation for this tool. It kind of sucks. How the hell do I... This has got to be the most viewers I've ever had, or Sean is botting my viewers. Holy crap. Did my Twitter post actually gain some traction for once? No idea, because that would be the only way I'd have that many viewers. Well, 111... Sean, what are you doing? I'm at 112 viewers. 113. Jesus Christ, if you're all real people, welcome to the damn stream. We're going to go back to the other tool, because it looks like this one only works for Windows games. Oh, it could be a raid. It definitely could be a raid. Who the hell is raiding me? Was there anything in the chat? No. I'm at 124 viewers. Holy shit. This is definitely the most viewers I've ever had. All right, we're going to the new tool, the other tool, this one, because the tool I was looking at was only for Windows games, Windows apps. Why don't I see that up on my screen? So the first thing, this popped up on my other monitor for some reason. So note IL2CPP Inspector is not a decompiler. It can provide you with the structure of an application and functions and addresses for every method, so you can easily jump straight into the methods of interest you are modding. It does not attempt to recover the entire source code of the application. That is okay, I understand. So first, we're going to grab this up. 134 people, Jesus Christ. Welcome to the stream, every single one of you. Say something in chat. Say hello. Say whatever you want. Well, okay. Don't say whatever you want. I know telling people on the internet that and giving them that kind of power is very dangerous. So I'm going to real quick make a folder for the IL2CPP files in the APK, which if you don't know anything about modding IL2CPP, first thing you want to do is delete this folder. because we're not going to mod the x86 version. We're going to mod the ARM v7A version, which is 32-bit. Then assets, bin, data, managed. You can delete this because we got rid of that. And then we can go into the metadata and grab the global metadata. And that's really all you need. And then with this software, looks like global metadata. I was hoping you could just drag and drop, but I guess not the case. Grab that. Select the binary. Grab that. And then I'm going to drag this off screen so I don't have to worry about it. 12080, holy crap. Anyway. Who's botting my viewers? Because there's not 128 people chatting in the chat, which, you know, I'm happy to talk to the people who are talking. But, oh my god, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay. Let's, wow. There's a lot of things here. There's a lot you can do here. I'm sure I should look at the documentation for this, but I'm the type of person that learns by making mistakes. So I'm just going to start clicking buttons and see what happens. So right off the bat, you know, this guy deserves every bit of praise he has. C# prototypes, single file, per namespace, tree layout, pointer, offset, and index and comments. I can make the Visual Studio solution. Oh, so I can pick which one of these I want to do. So let's do every single one of them. We're going to do every single one of them and see what happens. So we're going to export this, which I'm guessing after I click X. Okay. So this is C# stuff. And we're going to select folder. That was really fast. That was insanely fast. So C# stuff. It actually, oh, because this wasn't selected. Dumb. Alright, so that's extracting. Let's see, it gives a gigantic .cs file, which then I want to make sure I close some config stuff that I have open in my Notepad++ so I don't give you database information. So this is a lot like the already used dump.cs that IL2CPP dumper gives you. So this is really, realistically, this isn't really anything new. Let's see, if I go public class abstract race. Huh. Class abstract. There it is, abstract race. So that was a very familiar one to a lot of people who modded IL2CPP stuff back in the day. Actually, I'm not surprised I have 135 watching, because most of my channel was built on this. So, again, welcome to the stream, every single one of you. But anybody that knows Racing Rivals modding at all knows that this right here, abstract race, was a very important function, because there is a void in it called update physics time. And with update physics time, you could do something very simple. You could... So basically the function was something like void update physics time. And then it was like this dot green light equals true. I don't know. Oops, this is supposed to be a parentheses. If. And then it was, it would do something with like detecting the FPS of the game right here. So detect FPS. And then normally that would be the end of it. That was the end of that function. In Racing Rivals Hacking World, what we would do is this dot race controls view dot button gas down true. This dot race controls view dot button nos down true. We would add those 2 lines of code, and then as soon as the green light, your car would auto launch. So that would be a great reason for us to be able to get this back to more of a source code level that we can edit. Obviously, this is just your standard IL2CPP dump. There's nothing really important here. So we're going to go on and try the Visual Studio solution. Let's see, Visual Studio. Creating the solution. So here, I want to see how to do it with the GUI. That's what I'm looking for. Script assemblies, editor path. So what do I set this to? Do I just set this here? It doesn't really give you much to go off of here. So how do we actually do this? Actually, honestly, this is what I want. So let's try the C++ headers and scaffolding first. We're going to go export C++ stuff. And we're going to go save. Anyway, we're going to go OK, and let's go see what this extracted. So it gave us a single header file that is 15 megabytes in size. Oh my god. So again, let's look up update physic. Abstract trace. There it is. So now we see this in C++ form. And we have kind of some code here. Where is update physics timer? I want to see if we can slightly edit this in some way, but it doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so who knows what this is? I'm going to figure that out later. Like I said, this is a new tool for me as well. I don't really know what I'm doing with it. I'm just guessing. Uses settings above, but forces tree layout, compatible output, and separate assemblies. Unity script assembles path. So IL2CPP Inspector can create a Visual Studio workspace, project files, and tree-like structure. Each project creates a single assembly. In order for this to work, you must provide a path to an installed Unity editor and project template or script assemblies. Typical Unity editor location would be whatever this is. Typical Unity project template location would be assemblies. Okay. So I'm going to do this part off screen here so I can actually like read this at the same time to know where I'm looking. That would be C program files. Program files. I clicked the wrong folder because I'm a genius. Unity hub editor. F3. Editor, data, resources. This is a deep rabbit hole we're going down here. Packages. And I don't... Oh. Data resources. Package manager. I don't have package manager in my data resources folder. Try a newer Unity editor. Let me see. Editor, data, editor. Let's see, hub, editor. Wait. Editor, data, resources, package manager. Okay, they're on this one. I had to just use a newer Unity 3D. Project template, libcache, name of template. I don't know what to pick here. So we're looking for Unity Engine UI.dll. Unity Engine.UI.dll. And it's very, very slowly searching the directories. No match is found. Well, aren't you guys just useful as shit? There are no DLLs in this folder anywhere. Huh. Where can I get that DLL then? Yeah, 190 viewers. I have no idea what's going on. Somebody's either botting my stream or... I have no idea. I can't... See, the reason I don't make videos for every single game that somebody requests is because every video would basically be the same. And 195 viewers. Somebody's botting my stream. I'm sure of it at this point. It's ridiculous. If you're dumping it and getting an error, either the files aren't supported or they're encrypted. It's usually only one of those two options. Encrypted files, I can't really help you with because I've never personally gone after encrypted files. I don't mod as much as I used to. So that's kind of up to you at that point. Where am I going to get these? I think I know a place that I can get these DLLs. Let me... No. No. Oh, it's saying select folder. Why can't I just... I don't know where I'm going to find these files. 218 viewers. Jesus Christ. I need to find... I know I have these DLLs somewhere on my computer. So we're going to go the archive here. RR official. APK no encryption. Here we go. I'll just go here. So that's what? No encryption? Yes. There we go. So that's there. We're going to export. And I need to go back to my modding folder. Modding. Oh no, I was in my And we're going to do a new folder for this called... Or wait, we're doing them in here. Visual Studio stuff. And we're going to go select folder. It's creating the solution right now. I love the little pizza spin. And let's see what that is, because this sounds very interesting to me. Modding. Oops. Oh yeah, I guess I could just go back. There we go. So here, here. And yeah, I did look into that. That one looks like it's only for Windows based because it asks for the location of the exe for um for the decompile, so I can't really use that. And this does give a lot of stuff here. So first I'm going to just view a very familiar file because it's easier that way. Okay, I didn't think it was going to give code. That's about what I expected, was exactly what I'm seeing there. But I'll still open this up in Visual Studio to see what we receive. Because you never know, there could be some hidden gems here. I'd like to see it in the full C++, scaffolding and everything. And basically the same way that the screenshot or picture is here. Because that's insane. But, this is even still fine. And Visual Studio. I haven't made a mod menu in a very long time. Actually, IL2CPP based, I've never made a working mod menu. As far as for like Android and stuff, I have made a mod menu in the past, but it takes so much to inject the modded files that I just never bother with it anymore. So unfortunately, I've never actually really looked into it for IL2CPP because I've never enjoyed modding IL2CPP enough to do it. Incompatible? What do you mean? What version of Visual Studio does it frickin' want? I have no idea why this was incompatible. That's very strange. Realistically, the only file we actually need out of here, and maybe I'll go grab an IL2CPP game that I actually want to mod to do this. We don't need all of this stuff. Like, this is ridiculous. It's nice to be able to select what parts of the DLL I actually want to dump. Because realistically, this is the only thing I want to dump. And yeah, that's realistically the only thing I want to dump is that part of the SDK. Or that part of the game. So let's try one more time. PS2. Oh, no, this is the wrong one. I wanted this. And as you can see, it did that very quickly because it's only one folder. So we're going to try this again. I totally forgot. I will admit it. So what version of... What is missing? I don't understand. Language version, platform. Wait, do I have C++ installed? Oh, I know of mod menu templates. I've just never gotten it to compile because I have really bad luck with stuff like Eclipse. And I can't even get Gradle W from the Android SDK to like work on my computer either. My computer has a whole slew of issues. Yeah, I hate menus. Honestly, I'd rather just hard code my hacks. The only time I'm going to care about a menu is if I'm doing something more advanced like aimbot, and I don't mod FPS games anymore, so there's no point in me worrying about aimbots. You know what? Because I can, I'm just going to search the term IL2CPP on GitHub and see what I find. I love doing this. I should have grabbed something to drink before this stream. Unity native scripting, that's cool. Patch demo, that sounds sweet. Pokemon Go dumper, that's the old one. I used to use that. Huh, this sounds interesting. This is the kind of stuff I do at night. I just sit and browse GitHub, see what I find. So this is for EXE-based games, but this sounds really cool. So you can mod literally any game on the planet with this. That's pretty interesting. Anyway, let's see. I was just hoping this would be a little bit easier. Let's do the Python script, or the IDA script, because that's the one thing I haven't done yet. IDA. Good lord, if there's one thing I don't want to open right now, it's IDA. Alright. Go new. Not Pixel Car Racer, because good lord, that game just hurts my head. There's stuff I want to mod in that game, and since nobody's cracked it yet to be able to do it, even including myself, I haven't been able to figure it out yet either. I just haven't really had any enjoyment modding that game either. 176 watchers. It's badass. All of you, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna see if I can. Oh, I probably have to wait for this to go through the whole decompilation process. Oh god. I don't know if we want to wait for that, do we? Let's see. What happens if I script file IDA running script? I know nothing about this script too, so that doesn't help. Declares the types you can use. X64DBG, that's interesting. I've never heard of that tool. You can target the C++ compiler you wish to use to output the files. C++ performs automatic name conflict resolution to avoid the use of predefined symbols and keywords in C++ to handle the redefinition of the stuff. Interesting. I'm still hoping for some way to do... Oh, hell no. I promise you that. I never use IDA, so there'd be like no point in me buying it for myself, ever. I barely understand how to use it, I'll be honest, but it's still a fun tool. It's an interesting tool. I enjoy the fact it exists, I guess is the best way to say it. But other than that, I've never really done anything with it. You know, while we're sitting here, another thing that came out recently that I've been planning on looking into, and that was creepy. I'm sitting in my house completely in the dark in my living room, and my dining room is to my left because it's the only place I've been able to set up my computer in the house. And I forgot that I put a vinyl record up on a window, keep it away from my son because it's out of his reach that way, and I don't want him to break it. I garbage picked the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon vinyl record when I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I've never gotten rid of it. he tries to use it as a frisbee. And I have it up in my window, but out of the corner of my eye, I kind of forgot, and I thought it was a person staring at me through my window. I was freaked out for a second. That was weird. I didn't like that. Okay, we're not going to keep that in my window much longer, but I can't go get it right now. Wow. That was not the creep level that I was expecting today, but that is okay. That is okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, the other thing that I was going to get. It's in my modding chat. So there's this really cool thing that I'm sure some of you know of it, some of you may not know of the person, but Octowolf from the website pin.dev also used to be on Guided Hacking a lot. I'm sure he still is. I'm sure he does still post on Guided Hacking a lot. I don't know how many of you have seen my video about the website Guided Hacking, but they don't like me very much anymore at Guided Hacking, and I understand entirely why. But this guy has a very cool website of his own and is definitely worth looking into and signing up for. And he put this thing out a couple days ago for IL2CPP menus that really smart, actually. Something I am kind of surprised somebody didn't do sooner was instead of using the offset addresses for your IL2CPP stuff, so instead of, let's say I want to patch 0x dead beef with 8 bytes, and the thing in the file is like get cost. And then that's the offset, and then, there's obviously the 8 bytes. With this code, instead of doing the searching for the offset in like a hex editor or something like that, you use get cost. You use the get cost and then the bytes and end it off, which is a really smart idea because it makes for a lot less updating when a new version of a game drops if the variable names stay the same. All you have to do is just put the new SO file into the APK and you're basically done. That's it. It's insane. And I want to see if I can get this working because I've never had anything script-wise work for IL2CPP. I have made videos on that. Those ripped projects never work. Anything that's more than some overly basic tutorial followed Unity game that's like 100 lines of code, if not less, probably less, is not going to rip all the way to Unity project source without hundreds, if not thousands, of errors with both the game code and the actual 3D models, unfortunately. So I do have a guide already for using Disunity and DNSpy and Asset Explorer, or Asset Studio, sorry, Asset Explorer is for a different game engine. I do have a tutorial, I think I have 2 videos for that. Oh, heck if I know. I barely know anything about programming anymore because I took such a long break from it, and I just don't remember how to do anything. This is still importing this file, Jesus Christ. Cheese and rice, sorry. We're just going to put this here for now because I don't care. But as you can see, he has the compile in here already. So I'd have to get the Android NDK, which I don't have yet, but that is okay. But he has the include. Yeah, I do have Microsoft, or I do have. You want to see how old this software is? 2003 for this version of Visual Studio that I have installed. Might as well just open it this way. But yeah, here, I'll just show you all the code. And actually here, if you're interested in it, you'll understand it more than me, judging by your question. If you want to look at it yourself, have fun with it. We're over 200 viewers again. We're at 218 watching. Jesus Christ. Am I going to have to stream all night because of the number of viewers I have? Because I don't think I can. I think I'm going to die if I do that. I have no idea how long I've even been streaming, but I don't want to let down 200 people. Yeah, you're going to get those errors. There's no way around that because no decompile method is perfect. Even on stuff as old as like decompiling methods for files as old as, 2001, for example. That stuff isn't, for example, very old Flash games, you can rip them with a tool called SWF Imperator, which was a tool released in China. That's a cool idea. I didn't think about ever doing live streams as podcasts. I guess I have without thinking about it because I've done like the Linus Tech Tips, the like 1 hour podcast video thing he does where it's all the tech news and stuff every Friday. Why am I drawing the WAN show? I'll listen to that as a podcast like every week. But that's about it. I never thought to listen to streams as podcasts. That's a cool idea. I've always wanted to start a podcast, but like everybody and their grandmother has a podcast at this point, so I don't want to be just another follower who makes a podcast. There you go. Yeah. Anyway, so the log, he does have a logger in here. All the methods and a utility. That's pretty cool. But other than that, it's a very simple program that just opens up like this, and you use some method to edit your bytes. And as you can see, he's doing dword, IL2CPP, class get method name, class your method, player update, for example, namespace, class name. It's very simple, the assembly name, the DLL name, whatever it would be. This is very simple to use, and I'm definitely going to have him explain this tool to me more. Ow, I have crazy sunburns, and they really hurt right now for some reason. I'm going to ask him if he can explain this tool to me a little bit more, and then I can make a video tutorial for you guys and give him all the credit, because this might be the final method that gets me back into modding on a massive scale, because this is awesome. If I can do it this way, I'm all about making shit that's easy. And this is pretty cool. I like this method a lot. I don't think octohook is in here though, is it? Find library, get absolute address, is library loaded, logger. I didn't think so. So that's something we'd have to add to it ourselves, is basically how this hook works or whatever it looks like. But that's not a big deal. I definitely want to learn to use this this code more efficiently to try to help other people out, because I think that's what throws a lot of people off about doing any sort of modding with code injection rather than and 200 people have left my stream. Oh, we're at 69. Nice. Anyway, 71. My stream count, is that normal for that stream count to bounce back and forth like that? Jesus Christ. For anybody that's new to the stream that's not talking in the chat, hi, I have ADHD. I bounce all over the place and never stay on target. See you later, Rodney. Thanks for coming out to the stream. I'm sure I'll do more of these because people love when I'm awake for 3 extra hours of the night. Oh, nuts. The sunburn is finally taking its toll and peeling. I probably should go to bed. This didn't end up being exactly what I hoped for, but I'm still waiting for... Oh, it did import. Okay. How do I view what I want to view, though? Like, can I just do it in here? Like... Oh, I can. Oops, I accidentally closed the tab for YouTube. Crap. Where is my chat? I can try. I really can only answer about as much as like the basics, but I can try to answer your question on IL2CPP stuff. Nuts. Let's see. Cross finish line, update computer car, update player car. Let's see. No. There's so much going on in here. Update FPS time. We want physics time. We're going to go to this. Happy stream. Yay. I should definitely go to bed. I don't know what I'm still doing awake. I really wanted to play my Nintendo 2DS before I went to bed last night because I got an R4 card finally. So I have all the DS ROMs in the world now. And I realized that Nintendo DS can only connect to open connection Wi-Fi. You can't actually connect to password protected Wi-Fi on a Nintendo DS, which is really stupid and an oversight when they designed the Nintendo DS. But hey, that is what it is, I guess. I'm surprised nobody ever found an exploit for the 2DS or 3DS with breaking the sandbox of the DS. That's none of my business. Signature detection killer. Takes the signature away so even APK Easy Tool signing works without crashing the modded APK when you open it. I might need that. If you post the link in the chat, I can make it show it. So as long as you keep your IL2CPP dumper up to date, you should be fine with dumping multiple different versions of IL2CPP. I don't see why they would remove functionality from it as far as like, oh hey, this version of IL2CPP dumper, works with such and such versions of Unity, but the next version doesn't. Now, one thing I will say about that is CSR2 specifically, for some odd reason, nothing after I believe it's IL2CPP dumper 3.0 works with IL2CPP dumper. I don't know why. I don't remember. I think Philly the Gamer told me at one point in time, but I haven't talked to him in so long at this point that I don't think I'll ever understand why. But there was just a bug in the newer dumpers that it just didn't work for some reason. So how do I view this as the code that I basically imported? Open subview. Xdump. Function, string, segments. Cross reference, notepad, patched bytes, problems. Oh, the functions window is right here. What am I thinking? I don't know how to view the new stuff that I imported with that. This is why I won't buy IDA, is because I don't know crap about it. F5, thank you, sir. I really should just like read the instructions or look up some basics. I hit F5. It's going very slow. Warning. Please use IDA, not IDA64, to decompile the current file. Well, that's hogwash. That's okay. I'll just like save it for now and open it up another time and try to view it. But I'll remember that. F5. F5. I got you. Packing the database. Thank you. Although I'm probably not going to be able to open that with the 32-bit version. Son of a bitch. Oh well. Ah, man. I don't really know what else to say with this. I thought this would do... I did that already. Alright, I'll just do it again. I don't care. So I expected these tools to do more. I'm not surprised that they don't. But at the same time, I guess I'll just figure it out more in the future. And go off that. Because... you know, eventually we can hope for a super simple way to mod IL2CPP that doesn't involve all these extra steps. But honestly, I think this is as easy as IL2CPP is ever going to get. It's just going to be up to people coding their own hooks and stuff like that to make it even easier than that. Oh, God. Sunburn is awful, and I want it to go away. I haven't seen you try to post a link. I would normally be able to allow it. I forget which mine is. Which mine is. I think I'm Skylake or better. Yeah, I am Skylake. So I'm fine on that. I don't know. I think I might call it a night because realistically, man's got to sleep. Next time I stream, I'll either do gameplay of some kind or actual modding and coding of a hack for something. Because I've been planning on hacking or modding. Oh shit, what's that game on Steam? I'm surprised I can stream with my VPN on as well as I can. Hold on, let me look on Steam for the game I'm thinking of. I'm going to bed quite yet. I'm definitely the kind of person that's going to drink a Pepsi before I go to bed. Then I'll be awake for years. Just kidding. I can still fall asleep after that. What is the game I'm thinking of called? I should put my Steam username in my descriptions too, shouldn't I? People might want to play games with me. Or give me very crappy games that they'll never play. It's actually happened before. I just logged in and somebody gave me like the crappiest games they had in their library. They were like, here, take them. I never play them. And then I never did either. I had a cool idea for a video series on YouTube a while back called Play Every Game in My Steam Library. I just noticed the chat's not going to work now. It's not going to show on screen because the background is the same color. Basically, as the text, but that's okay. But the game I was looking into trying to mod was not Burnout Paradise. That's been modded enough. Where the hell did they put it? I just searched Drift. CarX Drift Racing on online. This was a game I was going to hack the crap out of it. With like a menu to do things beyond what you should be able to do in the game. I don't know if they've gone to IL2CPP yet as far as like the menu or the in-game stuff. But for right now at least, it is DLL, which is really nice. So if I go browse local files, I'll show you. Should go to bed. Really should. So here we go. Yeah, so it is DLL for this version. I don't remember how much of this I actually hacked and modded together. Take a look real quick. It should still run alright. Can't connect to Steam app? What do you freaking mean? Okay, I wanted to make sure my desktop audio was good. No, don't run the updates automatically. Jesus Christ. Oh, I hate when it does this. Oh, yeah, that's... I was like, why did he post a link like that in my chat? Why didn't he just post it normal? A signature killer. Oops. I just noticed it totally didn't write. Or type. APK's signature killer. Ah, here we go. Looks like there's two different versions, but this guy... This sounds pretty promising. I like the idea of not having to worry about it. You know what? Here, we're going to do this. We're going to go copy and sleep. I have to do this a lot with some of the stuff that I do. You'd be surprised the websites I'm going to and being like, huh, I can't read that. Oops. All right, now we can read it. Yeah, that's fine. Some improvements have been made on its basis to implement, and it is implemented in pure Java by inserting code into application entry, package info method of package manager in the program is hooked, and the signature information obtained by it is changed. Huh. This is pretty cool. Read the signature information of the APK. Replace or add the name attribute of the application to Android Manifest XML. Read the hook application. Sign the exported APK. this is pretty cool. Huh. Interesting. I like the idea of this. Yeah, you can tell I'm getting tired. I'm like slurring my words like I'm drunk. I haven't even had alcohol. Jesus Christ. This is a cool little, a nice little idea for a tool. Huh. It's amazing the stuff you'll find on GitHub sometimes. It really is. There's a lot of stuff on GitHub. Like, there's a lot of stuff on, I think, this GitHub. I don't remember exactly what's all on here, but there's a lot. There's enough, at least. Oh, project stuff. I don't have any do I have any? What happened to all my stuff? Oh, yeah, it's all here. Right, okay. But yeah, there's the lobby server that was in C++. That's just unfortunately kind of dead. There's the client user interface for the lobby server. I don't know what this is, but there's nothing there. A launcher for combat arms. Bunch of D3D bases. I have like 200 D3D bases to upload here, and I'm just like, I don't want to upload them all. It's too much work. But there's quite a few things here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna. Do we do a random search of IL2CPP stuff before I go to bed and just see what we find? No idea, since I've never used it. Let's see what we find. Huh. Melon loader sounded really cool when we looked at that before. We'll do like 3 pages, then we'll change our search term. See, I have an app that I've been trying to crack, but even if you APK tool, decompile it, don't change anything, and then recompile it, it still doesn't work. I don't know what's going on with it, and I need to bypass it. And it's one of those things that if it's bypassed, we could, money could be made with the cracking method that's used for this APK, because it's an APK for a service that turns websites into apps for iOS and Android. And if we could crack it on both systems and then just submit it to the app stores ourselves without them, it'd be fantastic. They also give you the files with Gradle W to try to compile the apps, but realistically, I haven't been able to get it to work following their own tutorial. Oh, huh. Wait, let's try it. Here it is. So I just need really the release. Is it under releases? It is not. So I'll just download the whole damn thing. Oops, I bumped my mic. Let's try this. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention because, ADHD. It's going to put it in. No, actually, here, we'll do this right. We'll put it in here. Oh, wait. Pretty cool. So all we need is these few things. We'll just save it that way, whatever. So let me grab the other window here. Boosted Vinyl website. That's not where it's done up. So here is a slightly modified version of this. Can I just like drag and drop it this way? I cannot. Why not? Because it's looking for src.ap. And we'll open up Memu. Oh, I already changed it. Rest in pepperonis. I'll change it back to whatever it was. Huh. Oops. I broke it. What was it? I don't remember. Wait, I probably still have it open. I can open it. Let's just do this. There we go. Fixed. We're going to see if this works then. Wow, that was really quick. So, out.apk. Installing. It'll be really cool if we can crack this. It'll make things so much easier. So it did crack it, but now it still has a problem with actually loading the website it's supposed to. So I'll show you guys what it's supposed to do. Need to go boosted vinyl website. We'll install the APK. So this is what it's supposed to do, is open up the website, and I'm trying to, granted, yeah, this works, but obviously I don't want to put it up on the Play Store for my friend if it has that little like demo pop-up that it's a demo APK and all that. I want to be able to crack it and mod that out, and maybe even change the pop-up that comes up, because the pricing for the website that made this APK is ridiculous. It's like, I think $780 just for them to make the APK, and then it's even more for like added options of custom pages and stuff like that, or other different features that don't necessarily exist in the basic APK that they make, which is basically just generating a web browser APK. That's all this is. And I kind of hate it. One thing I really need to learn how to use is APK tool. I usually just use whatchamacallit, oh crap, I can't remember the name of it. You know what, this is what we're gonna do. CMD J CD modding / boosted vinyl tool. I need to remember or learn how to use APK tool because I've never done it manually from the command line. I always use APK easy tool. And that doesn't really work for me on my computer 94% of the time. So, I'm just going to figure it out. So, APK tool, P, boosted vinyl beta, O, extracted. So we're going to do R because we don't want that extracted. And I'm just going to hit. Oh, I forgot to put .apk. So, wait, what? Why are you not working? Huh. Just giving me like the help part of it instead. Let's see. That's weird. Go. I'm gonna learn to use this APK tool. Because I'm an idiot sometimes. You know, I thought I was smarter than this. I started out being like the head of the curve for modding and stuff like that on Android game apps. What up, Legend? And then I stopped modding for a very long time. I shouldn't have, but that's okay. I'd be way better off if I had continued modding and stayed with the trends. But here I am, 7 years out of date. Because I'm a boomer who refuses change. I'm tired too, but I figured I'd figure out APK tool before I go to bed. Because I just feel like it. I want to learn to use it because APK Easy Tool doesn't generally work for me. And my sunburn is bothering me for some reason. Anyway, so how the heck do I use this? APK tool D. I don't see D on here anywhere. How would I have known that? D. Can I just do -O extracted? Does that work? Yeah, I think the last time I was I streamed, you told me about it. I told you that we got rid of our snakes and got a turtle. She's adorable. There it is. So if I go into the Smallie, I go .io, go native, Android, E, and I go $C. This is where most of the code that I want to get rid of is in this file, I think. Maybe it wasn't in this one. Oh yeah, it was. Because like here's the unlicensed link that I want to try to get around. And also just figure out a general workaround regardless to crack this APK. Because if I change anything, it doesn't work. I'm just going to change all the falses to true. Because realistically, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't understand Smallie in the slightest, I'll admit it. We're going to save that. And now we're going to go A tool. How do I recompile with APK tool? Building B. There we go. So this should convert it back to APK. And this is the issue I get all the time when using APK Easy Tool, is it just doesn't like the Android manifest files and never wants to compile them correctly. So I'm always screwed on making that work. I've always wanted to get a leopard gecko. I like them. They're pretty cool. Good lord, I wish you guys could see how bad my sunburn is. It is so bad. Yeah, I was bumping it because I was looking down. Sorry. Can I ignore Android manifest and not have it tear it apart? Is there a way to do that? So if I go APK tool, D, did vinyl data.apk-o, extract 2. I will never touch anything like Critical Ops, Free Fire, etc., because I just don't enjoy those kinds of games, and they're too overly complicated and take too much time. But yeah, peace out, man. Thanks for coming to the stream. I wish all 200 people that were here earlier would have chatted, but that was weird. I don't think I've ever had 200 and... What was the highest number we hit earlier? Were we at like 230, 240 watchers? Of me just fumbling around with the tool and not understanding how to use it? I was working on learning a new tool called IL2CPP Inspector, but it didn't end up being as fun as I thought, Edsel. So realistically, now the stream is just derailed like it normally does by about the 1 hour mark, and yeah, here we are. Now the stream is derailed, and I have no idea. Oh wow, well, that might be because of the type of... I think recommended is AI controlled versus the things you watch. But as far as hacking it with a hex editor, I mean, probably if it's IL2CPP. But I don't know because I've never touched it. It's just not a game that interests me. If I come across encrypted files or IL2CPP stuff, unless I really like the game, I generally ignore it. Just what I've always done. I think I've heard of it. I think somebody asked me to mod it once, and I was just like, I took one quick glance at it, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna even try. I know I can't do it. Anyway, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I totally forgot what I was... Oh yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to figure out a way to ignore the manifest and not have it rip it apart. Use my nose, I'm sorry. File path. Frameworks. Why ignore the manifest file? I mean, I guess I could do this in... Hold on. I'll do this instead of doing it this way. Since we know about the signature killer now, we'll go... I think I actually finally moved it to the right folder for the new version. Why the heck not, man? Pour yourself a cup. Add some Baileys to it. It'll taste fantastic. That's how I used to mod Pixel Car Racer, was the game saves. We're going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of these because I don't know what's modded with those. I don't know what's going on with those. I'm going to grab this. D, C. And I want to do... Don't decode that. That's fine. Signer, sign APK after compile. That doesn't seem to work anyway. Keep original signatures. Skip changes, detection. Oh, we're going to unclick that. Game saves sound a lot more fun. I have come across games in the past that were 100% offline, that were 100% not possible to mod in the slightest, and I was so mad. This was a game I actively enjoyed, and when I enjoy a game, I want to mod it once I beat it legitimately. Oops. You know, gross or not, can I just say that there is something satisfying about when a sunburn peels? TMI or not, or as gross as it is, I'm just going to admit it. There is something about it that is just... It's nice. It's very nice. That there. Scroll down past all this. Change the stuff that I saw. This company uses a toast message. That's all that is a toast message. For, we're going to do one change at a time here. Because that's, honestly, that's probably the smarter way to go about it. We're going to compile this. And obviously, like you said, we don't need to sign it if I'm doing a sign killing. We're going to go to the run. Here go. Out. And let's see what happens here. I changed one thing. Man, you're going to make me hungry. Invalid app config. So that's what happens when you modify the APK nearly at all. And that's what I'm trying to get around. But if I put this back and compile it, it should actually give me that same error. Good Lord, why is my nose so stuffy? Corona. Run. Out. Memu. And I know it's not because I'm on Memu. I know the basic version of the app works that's unmodded. So no matter what, if I decompile the app and recompile it and there's no changes to the app at all, I get that error every single time. So there's something more going on with that company's security that makes that auto generates these apps for people. And I want to figure it out because my friend wants a website made for him for his business. He wants an app made, I mean. And I can't get it to work. Granted, yeah, I'm sure I could just go in, make a basic web browser that comes up as a mobile browser in like Eclipse and learn that. But where's the fun in that? So it is what it is. I guess lazy men really do 4 times the work. I don't know. That's what I've been told. See what happens, I guess. So, I accidentally already closed it. But let's see. You said... So this is the original APK. So this is SRC2. And run. I got an out. So what was that supposed to do? Oh, I think I messed up what you were saying. So make one of them a modded APK. Oh, I went too far. We need to open this again. Let's go change something. Hold on. I'm going to change this URL to see what happens. There we go. Now we're going to compile this. Now we take this Oops, too far. Oops. It's our C2. Oh. So I was misunderstanding entirely. Got it. Oops. So this one should be 2. I don't have Android Studio at the moment, but that's something I'll get in the future to try to do it, because there's some other stuff that I'd like to try to do as far as Android Studio and all that. But that is a good idea. It's just been so long since I've done Smallie editing at all. I'm just kind of at a loss at this point. But that's okay. And we'll go run. So now this should be the original signature from the company. Oops. Good game, didn't want to open it. Invalid app config because I edited it. Ah, that sucks. You have the original signature though. That's nice. I would really like to figure out how to crack their stuff. I just no idea how. I've tried so many different things. But no matter what, it never works. Ah, well. Huh. Well, I can see it's 2:30 in the morning now. A little later than I'm meant to be up. But that's okay. So, I'm going to head off of the stream for the night. This was a lot of fun. Kind of wish IL2CPP Inspector was a little bit more than it was. But it just feels like it's a rehash of just get the app to work is all I'm trying to do. Yeah, here, I'll send it. And then let me know what you did, because there is payment involved for making him an APK or making him an app for his website, I think. I just don't know how much, because he doesn't expect me to do it. I never told him I would. I just started messing with it. But he will want like proper icons and stuff like that. Not just like the one that's sitting there that's the default from the company. Let me do this. Drive.google.com. Boost final. And here we are. Oops. But yeah, like I said, it's 2:30 in the morning now. I'm going to head off to bed. This was a fun little stream. You know, maybe I'll do more of these. I am planning on doing more gameplay oriented streams, especially now that I'm enjoying Trackmania again so much. But I will be working on other streams. I do have a surprise for people coming up that follow my channel that have been requesting a certain something for a very long time. and that should be coming somewhat soon. So, I'll fill you guys in on that at a later date once it's all set and working, but that might be a month or two at minimum. And go from there. So, oh, and if anybody in my stream right now is a Minecraft builder that just wants a server that they can build on in creative mode with no strings attached, as long as you don't build with a bunch of bedrock because it seems to make the server lag, I have a server that is whitelist controlled, and if you want to join it, let me know. Let me know your build skill level, and we'll go from there. So, talk to you guys later. Hope you guys had a fun time with the stream. And peace out.